Estée Lauder just hit a decades-low revenue drop, threatening Clinique and Kiehl's. As giants like Shiseido restructure and SKKN loses its hype, $400 creams from brands like Herbivore are expiring in warehouses unsold. Today, I'm revealing the 15 giants that won't survive 2026. If you're loyal to these labels, you need to know which formulas are being cheapened to save profits, and which brands to stop buying entirely. Number 15. Estée Lauder. Estée Lauder used to represent the gold standard of luxury skincare. For decades, it was the brand sitting behind glass counters, promising science, prestige, and that iconic brown bottle called Advanced Night Repair. It was the brand your mom trusted, the one beauty editors recommended, and the one that made premium skincare feel aspirational but reliable. For a long time, that formula worked, but something changed. In the last few years, Estée Lauder's growth has slowed down dramatically and sales have outright declined. The company is recording double-digit drops in some skincare segments, with overall revenue falling and demand weakening in key markets. Part of the problem is where the brand lives. Estée Lauder built its empire inside department stores. But today, younger skincare shoppers aren't walking through department store beauty corners anymore. They're discovering products on TikTok, buying directly from brand websites, or ordering from Amazon and Sephora apps. So, it's not surprising that the competition is winning. Newer digital-first brands move faster, launch products quicker, and speak the language of younger consumers. Meanwhile, Estée Lauder's own leadership has admitted that the company lost its agility and failed to adapt quickly to changing beauty trends. The result? A legacy skincare giant that once defined beauty is now trying to catch up in a market it used to control. Number 14. Shiseido. At number 2 is Shiseido, which represents the elegance of Japanese skincare. For over a century, it built its reputation on precision, science, and luxury. The brand was known for its beautifully packaged serums, high-end anti-aging creams, and the promise of advanced skincare technology. But lately, that prestige hasn't led to growth. In recent years, Shiseido's numbers have started to slide. The company reported declining sales across different major markets, including the United States, Europe, and China. Its overall net sales have dropped and demand is weaker in key regions. China used to be one of Shiseido's biggest growth engines, and this has become a major problem. With slower consumer spending and a drop in travel retail sales, the company's operating profit is down more than 70% in 1 year. But the biggest issue is positioning. Shiseido built its identity around traditional luxury beauty counters and classic prestige marketing. The problem? Modern skincare consumers aren't shopping that way anymore. So, newer brands are moving fast and speaking directly to younger customers, while Shiseido feels like a brand from another era. It's already feeling old school, but the next skincare brand is dealing with low demand and high prices. Number 13. La Prairie. La Prairie built its entire reputation around extreme luxury skincare. This is the brand famous for caviar creams, platinum serums, and moisturizers that can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars per jar. For years, La Prairie was the status symbol in skincare. If you wanted the most exclusive anti-aging products in the world, this was the brand you bought. And for a while, people did. But lately, that luxury formula is starting to crack. Sales for La Prairie have slowed significantly, with the brand reporting declining revenue and weaker performance in several recent years. In 2024 alone, sales dropped about 6.2%, showing that even ultra-premium skincare isn't immune to changing consumer habits. Part of the problem is the price. Consumers today are now asking, why am I paying $500 for a moisturizer? Cheaper brands now offer the same active ingredients for a fraction of the price. Another problem is the market shift. La Prairie relied heavily on luxury shoppers in China and airport duty-free stores, but both have slowed down dramatically, cutting into one of the brand's biggest revenue engines. While La Prairie is losing relevance because of its pricing, the next skincare brand is falling apart because the hype is down. Number 12. Drunk Elephant. Drunk Elephant used to be one of the hottest names in skincare. When it launched in the 2010s, it built a cult following almost overnight. The brand positioned itself as clean but clinical, cutting out what it called the suspicious 6 ingredients and focused on active formulas like vitamin C, peptides, and glycolic acid. Its colorful packaging was everywhere, like Sephora shelves, beauty editor lists, and Instagram routines. For a while, Drunk Elephant was viral. Then the hype started fading. In the past year, sales for Drunk Elephant collapsed dramatically. Parent company Shiseido reported that the brand's revenue dropped about 65% year-over-year, turning what was once a fast-growing skincare star into one of the company's biggest weak spots. Part of the problem is competition. When Drunk Elephant launched, clean clinical skincare was rare. Now, it's everywhere. New brands focusing on ingredients often selling similar formulas for half the price have flooded the market. Another issue is identity. The brand became connected to the Sephora Kids trend, where very young consumers started buying products designed for adult skin that pushed away the older customers that built the brand's success. Now, the hype has disappeared, and it's left to stand on its own. The next skincare brand is also dealing with this problem, especially as a celebrity brand. Number 11. SKKN by Kim. SKKN by Kim was supposed to be the ultimate celebrity skincare brand. When Kim Kardashian launched it, the message was clear: this was the exact routine behind one of the most famous faces in the world. It had sculptural packaging, minimalist design, and a full luxury routine designed to sit perfectly on a marble bathroom counter. But from the very beginning, there was a problem, and that was the price. The full SKKN routine launched as a 9-step system costing over $600, immediately putting it out of reach for most consumers. And many noticed. At first, there was a lot of hype, but after a few purchases, the next question was, why does it cost so much? Dermatologists and critics pointed out that many of the formulas used common skincare ingredients that could be found in far cheaper products. That's when the hype started cracking. In today's skincare market, consumers are more educated than ever because they read ingredient lists and compare formulas. SKKN never solved that problem. The brand asked customers to invest hundreds of dollars into a routine that didn't feel dramatically different from what cheaper science-based brands already offered. SKKN is still loved by some of its customers, which is different from the next brand that is already becoming discontinued. Number 10. REN Clean Skincare. REN Clean Skincare used to be one of the pioneers of the entire clean beauty movement. Long before clean skincare became important, REN built its reputation on formulas free from parabens, sulfates, synthetic fragrances, and other controversial ingredients. The brand launched in the year 2000 and quickly gained a loyal following with products like the Evercalm line and the Ready Steady Glow AHA toner. For years, REN positioned itself as the brand for people who wanted effective skincare without harsh chemicals. For a while, this worked perfectly. But then all the other brands started to catch up. Over the last decade, clean beauty exploded. Suddenly, every skincare brand was claiming to be natural, non-toxic, or ingredient conscious. Behind the scenes, the brand was also struggling to maintain growth. In 2023, it cut nearly a third of its product lineup just to stay competitive. But the changes weren't enough to revive the business. In 2025, parent company Unilever announced it would shut down REN Clean Skincare entirely, saying the brand could no longer sustain long-term success in a rapidly changing market. After 25 years, one of the original clean beauty pioneers completely disappeared. REN Clean isn't the only clean skincare brand that is crashing in 2026. Number 9. Herbivore Botanicals. Herbivore Botanicals built its entire identity around one idea, which was natural luxury skincare. When the brand launched in 2011, it quickly became a favorite among clean beauty fans. Glass bottles filled with pastel oils, botanical serums, and plant-based ingredients made the products look like it belonged in a spa apothecary. This kind of skincare looked perfect, and the image worked for a long time. Herbivore became one of the most recognizable clean beauty brands in stores like Sephora, promising plant-based formulas and simple ingredient lists that avoided synthetic additives. But this also caused a problem. When you remove many synthetic preservatives, you also remove stability. In 2019, one of Herbivore's most popular products, the Pink Cloud Moisture Cream, had to be recalled after mold contamination was discovered. That made many realize that the brand's natural formulas weren't as stable as they seemed. Even worse, many of Herbivore's products sit firmly in the luxury category, but many argue that you are paying for aesthetic packaging and botanical marketing rather than clinically proven performance. What's more, the skincare market has shifted. Today's consumers want dermatologist-tested formulas, strong active ingredients, and products backed by science. Natural oils and pretty packaging aren't enough anymore. The next skincare brand is also facing the same problem and has found itself crashing in 2026. Number 8. Tata Harper. Tata Harper also built its reputation as the ultimate luxury clean skincare brand. When it launched, it promised to offer high-performance skincare made entirely from natural ingredients. Everything was grown, formulated, and packaged with a farm-to-face philosophy. It was based on complex botanical formulas with beautiful green glass bottles and prices that placed the brand firmly in the luxury category. For years, Tata Harper stood out, but it began to face different challenges. The first issue is the price. Tata Harper products sit at the very top of the clean beauty market, with many items costing far more than competing natural brands. Many critics complain about the fact that the formulas contain botanical ingredients, but the price point makes it out of reach for most consumers. What's more, clean beauty is no longer niche. Almost every skincare brand claims to be natural, organic, or ingredient conscious. There's also a bigger shift in skincare itself. Consumers are now turning toward dermatologist-backed brands built around clinical ingredients, so botanical luxury doesn't carry the same weight it once did. Number 7. Glow Recipe. While some skincare brands are falling apart because of their high prices, others are losing relevance because the hype is down. Glow Recipe was built for the social media era of skincare. When the brand launched its first products, especially the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask, it exploded almost overnight. The colorful bottles, fruit-inspired formulas, and glossy routines made the products perfect for Instagram and TikTok routines. Suddenly, everyone wanted glass skin, and Glow Recipe became one of the most viral brands at Sephora. The company leaned into that momentum, using influencers and TikTok trends to drive huge waves of sales and sellouts. But the same strategy that built the brand is starting to work against it. Glow Recipe became famous for how its products look, not how well they perform. The bright packaging, fruity scents, and playful branding made the products highly shareable online. Many argue that the formulas themselves aren't as special as they seem. Many of the ingredients are those you can find anywhere. And the hype is down. Number 6. Youthforia. Next is Youthforia, which is supposed to be the next big Gen Z beauty brand. When it launched in 2021, the concept sounded fresh. The brand went viral with products like its color-changing BYO blush, which reacted to your skin's pH and gave you that glossy, clean girl glow. TikTok loved it, influencers pushed it, and after appearing on Shark Tank and landing retail partnerships with stores like Ulta, it looked like Youthforia was on the fast track to becoming the next viral beauty empire. But the brand made a mistake that changed everything. In 2024, Youthforia launched the Date Night Skin Tint Serum Foundation, and the shade range immediately sparked backlash. The darkest shade was criticized online, with influencers saying it looked like black paint rather than a realistic skin tone. The controversy exploded on TikTok, and one video criticizing the product gained over 47 million views. Retailers reacted quickly. Major stores started dropping the brand, social media turned hostile, and the company struggled to rebuild trust. The delayed apology only made things worse. Once that trust disappeared, the brand never recovered. Now, founder Fiona Ko-chan announced the company would shut down entirely after just 4 years in business. Youthforia went from a viral beauty darling to a cautionary tale almost overnight. Number 5. Dr. Barbaristum. Another brand based on hype was Dr. Barbaristum, which was one of the most talked about names in luxury beauty. It was by a German aesthetics expert who turned her molecular cosmetics line into a cult favorite among celebrities and skin enthusiasts. Her products, known for high-end anti-aging serums and premium formulas, became symbols of luxury self-care. Fans loved the idea of dermatologist-inspired science meeting spa-level treatments. The brand even attracted high-profile investors like Oprah Winfrey. But now, that halo is fading. The main problem is that most people don't recognize the name anymore. Many customers are starting to question whether the brand's premium price actually delivers premium results. You can find a lot of disappointed buyers who say the products feel overpriced for what they do, and others have said that they don't see any improvement on their skin compared with far cheaper alternatives. Everyone's realizing this product is not worth the hype, but the next skincare brand is getting criticized for a different reason. Number 4. Rini. Rini was something new in skincare. It's a children's line co-founded by actress Shay Mitchell and designed with playful, toddler-friendly sheet masks meant to introduce self-care to kids as young as 3. Its products featured characters like pandas and unicorns, and gentle ingredients such as aloe vera and vitamin B12 were presented as dermatologist-tested alternatives to adult formulas that parents often cringe to give their children. Mitchell wanted something safe and enjoyable for kids. But as soon as Rini hit the market, it became controversial. Critics in the dermatology community questioned the premise of marketing skincare to toddlers, calling the idea unnecessary or even dystopian, arguing that children's skin doesn't need an array of face masks and branded routines beyond basic cleansing and sun protection. Many parents are worried that introducing commercial skincare rituals at a young age could reinforce beauty standards instead of promoting healthy habits. Do you think children need skincare? Well, let's look at some of the ordinary skincare brands that are also facing a bit of trouble. Number 3. Kiehl's. Kiehl's built its reputation as a heritage apothecary turned skincare pioneer, and is a brand almost as old as modern cosmetics itself. It was founded back in 1851 and became known for blending natural ingredients with science-driven formulas. But the heritage is now part of the problem. What once felt classic and trusted is now dated to younger shoppers who want brands that speak their language, launch trends, and deliver transparency and novelty. Kiehl's premium pricing and traditional positioning struggle against more modern, dermatologist-backed and budget-friendly competitors. Some recent marketing missteps like controversial ads and campaigns that backfired online have muddled the brand's image. Number 2. Clinique. Another ordinary brand is Clinique, which was one brand known for safe skincare. Known for dermatologist-developed, allergy-tested, and fragrance-free formulas, it built its reputation on reliability and simplicity. But over the past few years, trust without excitement has become a liability. Clinique's strength is now perceived as safe but boring. In a beauty world where consumers chase science-backed activities, viral ingredients, and bold new solutions, Clinique's restrained formulas and cautious struggle no longer grab attention the way they once did. Meanwhile, many shoppers online openly compare Clinique to cheaper dupes that offer very similar performance, making its premium pricing feel harder to justify. Number 1. Origins. Let's end with Origins, which was once known as one of the original nature-powered skincare brands. For over 30 years, Origins built a loyal following with products that promised botanical benefits, gentle formulations, and a feel-good natural meets science identity. But that identity is now part of the problem. In today's crowded skincare world, natural products don't stand out anymore. A flood of new brands with clearer performance claims, dermatologist-backed formulations, and clinical activities has pulled attention away from Origins. While the company still expands into new channels like premium Amazon beauty stores, its core message feels stuck in the past, leaning on its mid-range heritage rather than bold innovation. At the same time, Origins has struggled with discontinuation and shifting product availability, making long-term routines unstable for loyal users. Some classic favorites have disappeared or reformulated, leaving fans frustrated. The world of skincare is constantly changing today, and many of the brands that dominated before are no longer relevant. Which of these do you still use, and which ones did you have a bad experience with? Let's know your thoughts in the comments.